guys, it's your Johnny Boy here. So basically today I'll be explaining my arm exercise, but purely focus on triceps today. One of the mistakes I made previously in my past 5 or 6 years, I've been only training biceps. It's a very beginner mistake people often make, and they tend to have a bigger bicep in the end compared to your triceps, and that have a really bad proportion overall. So today I'll be explaining what I do for my tricep workout, and that works for me. But everyone is different. You can pretty much base on my sort of workout routine and then adjust to your own as well. I'll start with a rope tricep pull down. So at the beginning of the first workout, I'll pick a really light weight, which is roughly 20% of my max weight. And that just to let your tricep know that, okay, it's about to do some work. We're working on tricep today, and your muscle gets to warm up a bit. After the rope pull down extension, your tricep is already warm up and pumped. So what I do here is that I pick the hardest exercise I would do and try to create a new personal record for this exercise. In this case, it's an overhead double hand extension. Normally I had this normally I go really heavy and I go all out on this exercise. So likewise, at the first set, I always do roughly about 40 to 50% of what I normally do. So basically after 2 or 3 sets, I'll add an additional workout, which is single-handed overhead extension. And as you can see here, I'm trying to extend as high as possible without going too low as well. Because if you go too low, you'll start hurting your elbow. And that's one of the minor mistakes people make, is that they go full range motion. I know a lot of people say full range motion is good, but sometimes a full range motion doesn't really necessarily work on the part of the muscle you're working out. In this case it's triceps, so I don't really go full range motion. I only tend to go 90 degrees on your elbow, and then you extend all the way up. If you don't have a spotter, don't go 100%. Probably just go 95%. Probably 45 kg is my 90 to 95%. But I believe I can go up to 50 kg only when I have a spotter. Moving on to the second exercise, second core exercise, the third exercise. It's a bench dip. So normally you want to find somewhere you can rest your feet on. For this exercise, you want to do up to 4 to 5 sets. For the first 2 or 3 sets of this workout, I use a 20 kg plate. And then on the last 2 or 3 sets, I either go up to 40 kgs or 60 kgs, depending on how I feel at the time. So one of the main and important focus about this workout is that you have to put your hands really close together. It doesn't have to be touching, but as close as possible. This allows the maximum isolation of your triceps when you're doing the bench dip. And the lower it gets, as you can see, my tricep gets really tense and stretched. And that's really good for isolating your tricep workout. pretty much by this point I'm already tired out and I can't really do heavier weights anymore. So I finished off with 3 more exercises, which is easier to handle, which I would say it's a beginner level. And the next exercise is skull crusher. Pretty much this exercise is to prepare for the next exercise that's about to come, which is reverse skull crusher. So for this exercise, you want to go up to 2 or 3 sets and go 80% of what you normally do, just to get your tricep even more pumped. And the rest between this exercise is roughly around 30 seconds. So 3 sets and 30-second interval rest. And straight after that, you go into reverse skull crusher. If you find this exercise really difficult, you can either swap around by doing reverse skull crusher first and then go into skull crusher. Pretty much at this point I'm already done for the day. My triceps are already pumped and I don't have energy. I don't have any more energy left. I'd like to finish it off with reverse cable tricep extension. At this point, it's only roughly 10 kg on each arm, and I normally finish it off with roughly 3 to 4 sets, depending on how much energy you have left. But for me, I roughly do about 3 or 4 sets, with slow and steady movement as possible. So that concludes the tricep workout for today. Every session for my tricep is a different routine. You can either mix it up. I haven't really explained all my workout in these videos, but in the future I'll explain that even more with different workout and different routine. So the main thing is that you want to mix up your routine, you want to mix up your sets, you want to mix up your workout, so your muscle don't get used to the routine you always do. So you can either swap around, you can either mix it up some new ones and the old ones, but don't ever stick with one same routine all the time. So yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and for the next video I'll be doing a tutorial on back workout, and I'll see you again. Peace.